Good morning, everyone. This is Bremster, and as opposed to what it says in the musical where they say you get nothing if you wait for it, you wait for it. This is a puzzle called Wait For It by Aaron Burr. And this is, of course, the next puzzle in the Hamilton series of Sudoku, which is basically a puzzle pack I am going to be releasing over what end with the number of puzzles I'm getting. This could be released almost over a period of a couple of months in video form. I am going to be returning to non-Hamilton puzzles very shortly. These are definitely being used to help me through a period where I don't have a lot of recording time or a lot of bandwidth to be doing normal content. So as I get back into my normal flow of things, you will start seeing more other stuff back. But these have been very, very useful to me, and I thank everyone involved, whoever they are. I have an idea, but I'm not sure, for putting these puzzles together. Yeah, again, if you're not a fan of the musical or musicals in general or anything, ignore the theme and just enjoy the puzzles. I yeah, as I just said, I'm not sure when I'm going to be returning to any form of normal or what any form of normal is going to look like. Normal just has no meaning to me right now. So let's just have a look at the puzzle. Wait For It by Aaron Burr. So what are the rules? Normal Sudoku rules apply. So in every box, in every row, and in every column, the digits 1 to 9 must be placed without repetition. Cells separated by a black dot must have a 1 to 2 ratio, or one must be double the other. All black dots are given. So while these will be in a 1 to 2 ratio, these will not, these will not, these will not, these will not. And digits in cages sum to the number in the top left corner of the cage. So these will sum to 8, these will sum to 8, these will sum to 4, these will sum to 8. So basically there's lots of 4s and lots of 8s. Wait for it. Yep, great. Sounds fun. Love a puzzle with a good theme, and let's face it, I've been getting some of my favorite themes. And apparently there's a lot more to come, and they're still being created, which just blows my mind. And I suppose it's the nice thing about doing it as a video release pack, whereas I can just do these and have merge my two passions. So that's been great. And as I said, if you don't like the musical or you don't like musicals in general, just do the puzzles. They're good. Restarting the puzzle to restart my timer. Let's give this a shot. So 4 cages. There's only one way to do 4 without repeating digits, and those are 1 and 3, which means I have to put 1 and 3 up here by Sudoku. Now, what else am I looking at? 8's without 1 and 3. So it can't be 1, 7, and it can't be 3, 5. So this has to be 2, 6. Now, there must be a 1 in an 8 cage. So this black dot can't have a 1 or a 3 on it. So it must have a 4 on it. Because I can't do 1. So you can't use 5, 7, or 9 on black dots. Now, I'm sure the negative constraint, actually, I can do this as well. This is also 2, 6. Now, I'm not sure. This box is probably more powerful than I think, but I'm trying to wrap my head around it. This must have a 4 on it. Why must this have a 4 on it? That's an important thing to explain. So because I can't use 5, 7, 9, and I can't use 3, 6. So let's get back to black dots. Not at my best. So 5, 7, and 9 can never be on a black dot because there's no ratio that 1 to 2 ratio that exists within the Sudoku digits. If you use 3 and 6 are only in a relationship with each other, but I don't have 3 available, and the only other possibilities are 1, 2, 2, 4, or 4, 8. Well, I can't do 1, 2, so that leaves 2, 4, and 4, 8. So there is a 4 on here. It's either 2, 4 or 4, 8. So it's either 2, 4 or 4, 8. And I can't put 8 there either. Or 4, 8. So they're the only possibilities. That's interesting. So what does that do for this 8 cage? Well, this 8 cage can't be 1, 7 or... So this is also 2, 6. So this is the 4 and this is the 8. And I didn't mean to have conflict checking turn on So I'm going to turn that off. Okay, so that was there a lot earlier, but didn't see it. So these digits now, they're not 1, 2, 3, 4, they're 5, 7, and 9. Well, I can't put 9 in an 8 cage, so 5 would go, so this is 1 or 3. Because if it's 7, it's 1, if it's 5, it's 3. So this is the 1 or the 3. There must be a 9 over here. Huh. So there is 2 and 6 down here. I can't put 2 there because if I put 2 there, I would need a black dot. Where does 4 go in this cage? 4 is not in any of those. It's not in any of those, and I can't put it next to the 8. That's the 4, which means 4 is down here somewhere. So how do I make up this 8 cage? So I've either got 1, 2, 5 or 1, 3, 4. If it's 1, 2, 5, it has to be 1, 2 with 5 on the outside. 1, 3, 4. Not sure. What about this? Because this can't be a 3, 6 dot because I can't put 3 or 6 in it. And this can't be 1 or 2. So this is 4 or 8 because the only crop key digits are 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, and 8. So this is 4 or 8. If this is 8, this would have to be 4, and it can't be. So this is 4. So this is 2 or 8. That 4 looks down taking 4 out of there. This is a quadruple. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9. I can't put 8 next to the 4. So 8 is in one of those two. Four can't go next to 2. That's 6, that's 2. And now I know what this 8 cage is. That's what I was missing. So this can't be 1, 2, 5. This is 1, 3, 4. Now, the 2 can't go next to the 1 and it can't go next to the 4 because I need a black dot. That's the 3. So this is 1 and 4 and the 4 here gives me the order. This is the 1, this is the 4. That is useful. Now 2 can't go in any of those, but I don't. So this is now 5 or 7. Can't be 9. Why have I said it can't? Oh, because I can't put 9 here. So 9 is over here. So this is 5 or 7. Six is in one of those. So 6 is in one of those. So this now can't be 3, 6. It can't be 1, 2 because if it was to be 1, 2, I'd either have to put the 1 there or a 1 there, which would put a 2 there, and I'd need another black dot. So it's either 2, 4 or 4, 8. So there is a 4 in here, and it can't be there. So that's the 4, and this is either 2 or 8, and it can't be 2. This is an 8. This is really clean. This is not a 6 because of this 2, 6. This is really clean. And I can't, 8 is in one of those 3. And if I put it in an 8 cage, it's 8, 0. This is 8. And again, I missed it here. It's the same trick as down here. This can't be a 2. I'd need a black dot. This is the 6 and this is the 2. I'm missing them all over the place, which resolves this 2, 6. 2 can't be next to 1. This is 3. This is 1. This is a much cleaner puzzle than I've been giving it credit for because I've been missing stuff. Now, I apologize for that. This is really cool. I've just got to figure out what I do. That can't be 3 because it would be next to 6. So 3 is in one of those two. 2 is in one of those, but if that's 2, that's 6, and it can't be. So 2 is in one of those two. So what can this be? Could be 1, 7, can't be 2, 6, could be 3, 5. Four is down here though, and it's not there. So 4 is, if this is 2, this is 4 by Sudoku, and I'd need a black dot. So that's not the 2, this is the 2. Man, this is clean. If that's 4, that's 8. I'm not sure why that's a problem yet. 8, oh, it's the same trick. Where does 8 go? By Sudoku, 8 is there. Now 8 is in one of those 3. But it can't go in those two because, so 8 can't go here and it can't go in any of those because those are 8 cages. So 8 is in one of those 3, but 4 has to be in one of those 2. So if I put 8 in one of these 2, the 4 will automatically be next to it and I need a black dot. That is the 8, that is the 4. So 4 is up here, and I know 4 can't be here because this must be in a black dot relationship with a 4, so that can't be. So 4 is in one of those two, and that 4 is looking up saying that's not a 4, so this is a 4. Or I could have just used the given 4s. But that was a cooler bit of logic. Sorry, everyone. But I've got the same thing down here. This is a 1, so this can't be a 2, but 2 has to be down here. So this is now the 2. Eight is not in one of those two. I was using the negative constraint. I could have just used the 8 I had, but 8 can't be in those or there. So this is the 8, this is the 6, and this is 5, 7, 9. Which I don't have a negative constraint on, but it does mean that this is 1, 3. I had that as 1, 3 ages ago. As soon as I placed that 8, I just forgot to do it. So this is 1, 3, and it can't be 1 because 1 is in a black dot relationship with. So this is 1, this is 7. These are now 4, 5, and 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, 4, 5, and 9. There's no 4 there because it can't be next to a 2, or I could just use the given 4. But that means this is the 7, and there's no 7 here, which I could have used as that 7 for. But beggars can't be choosers, and I'm not choosing or begging. This is a triple. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 9. There is no 6 there. And the reason there's no 6 there is because of that 6. Right, cool. Now this 8 cage, it could be 1, 7. It can't be 2, 6. It can't be 3, 5. This is 1, 7. Which means this is 3 and this is 1. This is now a pair. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 2, 3. And the 1, 3 here resolves it. This is 2, this is 3. 3 can't be next to 6. That's a 5, 9 pair. That's the 6. This is a 5, 7, 9 triple. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 8. Yeah, this is a 5, 7, 9 triple. Maybe this 8 because it can't be 2, 6. Can it still be 3, 5? Yes. fact, 3 has to be in one of those. No, 3 has to be in one of those. But 1 is in one of those two. But that can't be 7. This can't be 1 or 7. So if this is 1, that is 7, and it can't be. So that's not 1. This is the 1. 1. So that means this now has to be 3, 5. Which means this, well, 1 is in one of those two. But if that's 1, that's 7. This is a triple. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 9. There's no 7 there. Actually, there's no 7 in those either. This 1 looks up making this 3 in this 1. That's been there for a long time. This is the 5. This is the 3. There is no 5 there. There's no 4 there. This is a 5, 9 pair. This is the 4. The 5 here means that this is actually an 8, 9 pair. So there's no 9 there. These are 5 and 7. 8, 9 looks down, making this 6, which means there's no 6 in here. This is 7, 9. There is no 6 here. These are 5, 7, and 9. So these are going to have to get... This is a semi-deadly pattern. It's going to have to get resolved by something over here pushing in, I think. This 2 is making this 8, which makes this 9 and this 8. The 9 looks back, making this 5 and this 9. This is really cool. I like this a lot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, and 9 go in here, and it must contain a 7. There's no, not 8, 9. Whoop, and same here, not 8, 9. There's no 5 here. Of course, the thing with 5, 7, and 9 is I don't get the negative constraint in play. This is a 2, 6 pair. Because where do I put 2 in this column? It's not here, so it has to go in these 3 digits and it can't go next to the 4. 6 is limited to here by Sudoku and stuff. So this is actually a 2, 6 pair. So this is a 5 or a 9. This is a 2, 6 pair. But it's not next to... Well, it could be... If this was a 1, then I'd get a restriction. But I don't currently have a restriction on that I... Oh, yes, I am. There's a 2 right there. That'll do it. This is the 6. This is the 2, which doesn't restrict that. But this is now a pair. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. These are 3 and 5. So if this is 3, 5, this is not 3, 5. Actually, this has to be 1, 7 now because I can't use 2, 6 or 3, 5. So this is 1 and 7. This is not the 1. That means this is 9. This is 5. This is 7. The 5 makes this 9 and 5. This 1, 7, not sure yet. The 7 means that's not 7. Never said I was the best scanner in the world. I will say I'm the best scanner in the room. This room, the one I'm in. I'm also the only person in this room. I am in the room where it's happening. What's next? I need to put a 2 in one of those two by row logic. Because there's, yeah, and I can't put it next to the 4. That's the 2. So this is a 1, a 5, or a 7, and it's not a 1 or a 7. So that's the... Whoa, nope. What have I got wrong? Okay, so the 2 logic was still correct. I need to put a 2 in this row, and it can't go next to the 4. I was going, this is a 1, 5, 7, and this is something that I've said many times that I've done, where I see the 3 digits and 3 empty cells, and I assume that I've scanned correctly. I hadn't. There was already a 5. This becomes the 7, this becomes the 1, and now there is a digit missing, which seems to be a 6. So that is a common mistake I make when I scan, and I just do. So the 7 makes this 5, which takes 5 out of those. So this is a 7, 9 pair, and these are 1, 3, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 3, and 5. Well, this can't be 1. So this gives me a 3, 5 pair. So there's no 5 there. So I've got a 7, 9 pair. This can't be 3. Because it'd be next to a 6. This row, for quite a while, has had 8 of the 9 digits in it. Seems to be missing a 6. This is now missing 2 digits, which is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 2 and 9. And there's a 2 there. This is the 9, this is the 2. The 9 looks up, making that 7 and that 9. There's a 7 and a 9 here, so this becomes 5, 9, and 7. The 5 looks up, there's a 3 and a 5 here, so this becomes the 1, making this 5 and this 3. The 3 looks down, making this 5 and this 3. This 7 looks down, making this 9 and this 7. The 9 looks down, making this 5 and this 9. And there was no embedded solution. So I had not set this puzzle up correctly, and I apologize for that. But by the time you get to it, I will confirm that this is the correct solution of the puzzle. And by the time I provide the link there, that will all be set up correctly. So yeah, that is a really cool puzzle. Yeah, really enjoyed that one. Again, whoever the person setting as Aaron Burr for this one, thank you very much. Really enjoyed it. Hope everyone is enjoying the puzzles. Hope everyone is enjoying the channel. And as always, good luck with your solving.